the console exclusive?
So there is McGill, there is Lee and Violet. Kuma and Panda actually have been announced, but they're actually not in this build. Eliza as well. She is the pre-order bonus DLC. So if you actually pre-order the game on Xbox One, PS4, or Steam PC, you actually get that character for free.
Nice.
So one thing we wanted to do with bringing it to the console is make sure we have a really robust roster. A lot of different play styles, both new and old characters. So here's the roster here. This isn't the final roster, but this is the most recent build we have. Obviously, we're still a few months out from launch. Sure. But we want to take it on the road, let the fans get their hands on it. We're running tournaments at the booth today. We're also right now at in Atlanta, Georgia, doing final round.
Wait, we are?
Yeah.
Thought we were in Boston.
I'm Tekken as an entity.
Yeah.
As an entity.
Tekken lives in Atlanta, right?
Yeah, it does.
It's omnipresent Tekken.
Yeah.
So
shout out to the FGC. We are actually live at final round in the ATL, the Dirty Dirty.
The Markman and the crew are over there.
Markman.
Yeah. So I'm gonna jump in here. We're playing. This is a demo build, so we're doing the arcade mode here. So it's just gonna be me playing against the AI. While Mark keeps telling you about the new hotness.
Oh yeah, let me freestyle on top of this right now. I'm gonna drop some bars. So,
snap.
Tekken 7. Whenever anyone sees this game, they're always just like, man, this is a beautiful game because it's actually running on Unreal Engine 4 for the first time.
Wow.
And I did mention it's coming to PC as well, so it's actually 4K native on PC.
Yeah,
so that's the new
It looks
hotness.
fantastic on PC.
Nice.
It looks like two fingers, like magnifique. Look at this. It's beautiful. You guys will see.
So this is the unrealist version of Tekken.
Unrealist to the realist. That's a double negative, but that means it's the realist.
So here we got a classic King going up Master Raven. This is also.
So what's also new kind of in Tekken, there's a lot of new gameplay mechanics that, it's new to Tekken. So there's something called the Rage Art system, which are basically like super moves. So it really adds that ooh and ah kind of, thing to Tekken, which it didn't have in the past. So, what it does, it gives someone like a really easy comeback mechanic in Tekken. So if you're down by a lot, you pull out a Rage Art of your pocket and you're back in the match.
So my question here, we just shouted out the FGC.
Yeah.
And then you're talking about gameplay changes in one of their most beloved games, Tekken.
Oh, yeah.
I know you guys talked to the FGC players.
Oh,
I know
yeah,
you guys
for
had
sure.
your fingers on the pulse. Who are you talking to? Like, who has like signed off on this from the FGC from you guys?
Everyone in the Tekken community basically. Obviously, Markman is a huge voice. He co-signs on this.
Nice.
He is a what do you call it? He is a honorary Nam cop, as they like to say out in the interwebs.
His ears are ringing.
Yeah, he hates that.
Hello.
But we had like Justin Wong on a stream. He's actually played Tekken 7 a lot. He's competed a little bit too. So. Right now esports is growing so much bigger, and Tekken 7 is just primed for release and a whole new generation of fans. So we're really excited about that.
Tekken's always been a really technical, really high-level fighting game. So both on this game, we wanted to make it really accessible for new players, adding new mechanics, but also we wanted to make sure that it had a long tail to it, had a lot of life in it for the esports scene, for the competitive scene. So the technical levels and the kind of the comboing that's possible in this game is just on another level. And, we're really embracing the tournament scene. We're partnering with a lot of great tournaments around the U.S., and we're really excited to keep Tekken alive.
Find the King of the Iron Fist.
Yeah, find the King of the Iron Fist, and, bring Tekken into the new generation.
You mentioned earlier, obviously having to talk to some of the guys to make sure that what you guys are adding. Is that a difficult thing to sort of balance when you're like, we want to add these all new gameplay elements, and these guys are like, we've been playing this game for like 20 years, bro.
Yeah.
We haven't had it before. Now all of a sudden you think you could just add it to the franchise and it's going to be fine?
It's always a difficult thing being like the developer of the game because, we want to listen to the hardcore, loyal fans. But at the same time, we have to, appeal to the masses as well. But I think the dev team has really done a good job with adding all the new gameplay mechanics like I talked about. And also adding a special guest character to the game. Obviously, Akuma's in the game. What? Street Fighter, right?
Yeah.
So he's in the game. All his Shoto-style moves are in the game. So a lot of Street Fighter fans are coming by the booth here and actually checking it out. And I'm just like, yeah, guys, if you guys know Akuma and Street Fighter, you play him in Tekken 7.
So yes, Akuma is an interesting character to introduce to Tekken. Obviously, most players speak of the devil. Actually, that works on so many levels.
Get him out of my game. I'm a Tekken purist.
Oh, yeah.
Sidestep those fireballs. We're in 3D, bro.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to bring up. Obviously Akuma coming from Street Fighter, most people that play with him are more used to playing on a 2D plane.
Yeah.
So to bring him into a 3D fighter is a really interesting change. You know, he has some of his signature moves, as Mark said, but he also has the EX meter. He's the only character that has the EX meter. He also has more of his Street Fighter style jump. So he can jump. He's got a little bit more versatility in that way to other characters. But another thing that's really interesting is if you're used to playing against Akuma, you know, things like fireballs. You're used to jumping over fireballs. But now in Tekken, you're sidestepping fireballs. You know, you're trying to find different ways to kind of parry his classic.
To just frustrate him.
The raging demon himself here.
Damn it.
Get that out of here. Punish that. Get
Now,
that Dragon Punch out of here.
How did you decide on Akuma? There were so many options. I love him, don't get me wrong, but why Akuma?
I think he's just one of those iconic kind of characters in the Street Fighter universe, but also there's more. So he's actually written directly into the storyline of Tekken 7 too. So there's some baby mama drama over here. So Heihachi's wife, Kazumi, Jerry Springer, we're taking to another level.
Akuma, you are the father.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but he actually knows Heihachi's wife. From the past, and he actually owes a debt to her. I don't know what happened in the past, but
I love debt.
He's like, Kazumi was like, if I die, you're gonna have to kill my husband and kill my son. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, you know.
Life insurance in this universe is very strange.
Yeah,
you know, family killing family, people throwing each other in volcanoes.
We can do this whole together thing, but you got to take care of these, you know, child of mine.
Because the Mishima clan is really known for their togetherness and their family. They just. They're just one happy family over there, you know?
Hey, it's everyone's family. Everyone got problems, you know?
Yeah.
Everyone got problems.
Everyone chucks their son off a cliff, you know?
Yeah. Some just go to the extreme to solve those problems.
Exactly.
It was a nice fireball sidestep. Uh-oh.
No.
So here, this is a rage art. So when you're low in life, your character glows red, and you go what's called with rage mode. And that actually gives you access to two moves. One's called a rage art, and one called a rage drive. So what I did right there is I didn't get to finish it, unfortunately.
That's what you just
did.
exactly.
I'm embarrassed right now. We're not supposed to lose in this game.
It's hard to talk and play.
Yeah, maybe you could talk about the rage art while I play.
I can chew gum and talk at the same time. So, yeah. So like Dalton was saying, you know, it's definitely an easy comeback mechanic, but it also is an armored move, so you can actually take damage too. So it's very strategic. You know, I like to say that fighting games are really like a big chess match, right? It's like you go low, you go high, you block low. So it's just another tool that you have in your tool belt in order to kind of come out victorious.
So that was going to be my question is when you add a mechanic like this where somebody's at a disadvantage, you give them a power-up, how do you balance that out? Because I think the one cool thing in fighting games is that there's always a block option. There's always a way to fully stop the damage. Is that still the case here?
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely the case here. Cool. So the rage art, if you block it, you're pretty much going to get hit with the punish. So you are in low life. It's kind of an all-in table turner maneuver. So you got to pick the right window. Nice. If you don't, you're going to probably lose because you're already in low health. Yep. And if you're playing someone who knows what's going on, they know how much time they have to get that punish in to make sure that they, you know, they make it count.
I'm already anticipating the hype finals. So we were on the character screen before, and I wanted to ask you guys, as longtime Tekken fans, and Don, first of all, before they answer, who did you want to see in here?
Well, I mean, martial law has always been one of my favorite characters of all time. Don't know why.
We got him.
He's in there. And so every time he's in the game, I'm like, done. I would just like to see King maybe like learn a different variation of a suplex, maybe like step up his wrestling ability, you know, maybe like learn some new moves. That's all I want.
Let's go to versus battle.
That'd be great.
Yeah, did you guys take special care to include your pet favorites in there? Or are you pretty mainstream in your choices? They're going to make it anyway?
Yes and no. I mean, like I said, we always listen to the community and see what they want, and I know like they're really kind of vocal on who they want to see. So Eddie was definitely a win for a lot of people out there. There are some characters that people are still wanting, but like I said, the character roster is not set yet either. There's more announcements.
Yeah.
Yep. So there's still a lot of fun stuff to be had.
You know, we wanted to listen to the community, make sure we brought back some fan favorites, and also introduce new characters. And, you know, as you guys probably already know, this game's been out in the arcades in Asia. So with the console version, we wanted to make sure we took all the learnings from that arcade time, all the balancing, adding new characters, really making sure that there's something fresh So, we think that once it hits consoles, the competitive scenes will shift. New characters will start to emerge, new matchups. People start understanding counters. So we're really excited to see that on June 2nd, kind of see what's going to happen once the full roster's out there, people have some time to play. And obviously, we're going to be moving right into EVO in July.
Yep.
So we're super excited about that. And, as kind of one of the main, stages for competitive fighting games, we can't wait to see Tekken out there. Tekken 7 really shine.
It just marks every version of Akuma in Mark's game is going to be like the dumbed down version of Akuma. He's like, I don't want him in there. Make his stats 0.
I will punish him so hard. So
Training
hard.
mode, just fighting Akuma the whole time.
Akuma bros, come at me. I'll leave my number at the end of this stream.
So some fans of the series might notice that this stage is actually a nod to Tekken 5. So it's pretty awesome. There's some nice little details thrown in there for the fans, and obviously bringing back some of the original characters, kind of giving them some new moves, some new plays in the playbook is awesome too for people that have been playing since day one.
Do you guys do that? Do you guys do a lot of nods to the franchise of Tekken?
Oh yeah, for sure. You'll see a lot of callbacks. Like I'm wearing Paul's OG kind of throwback gi. Ooh, we got some Dragunov action. So me and Dalton are gonna throw down right now. We'll see who's going to come out victorious.
The one thing I would like to see is, as you fight with Paul, maybe like his hair sort of starts to droop down. Like, what kind of hairspray is he using? It's like the wrestler Sheamus. Like, how does his mohawk stay fit the whole time he's wrestling? I don't get it.
It's all willpower.
Yeah, one thing about the Tekken characters is they've always had their style and their hairdos on point. That's one thing that they've never dropped the ball on that. So Mark's putting some pretty big combos on me here.
That's what he does. He gets you into talking, and then he's like,
yeah, exactly.
Unleash the combo fury.
So I know you guys can't really show us any of story mode today, but is there anything that you might be inclined to, tell us, share with us ahead of time?
Yeah.
Drop some deets.
Well, we can tell you a little bit about kind of what, the kind of the main story parameters. So as I getting worked here.
Tell me a story as you fight.
The Mishima clan saga has been raging for over 20 years here. So with Tekken 7, we really want to dive into that deeper and kind of show kind of an interesting, dramatic kind of conclusion to Heihachi and Kazuya's kind of tumultuous relationship, and kind of as they kind of struggle for power and try to figure out their family issues.
Mark, I noticed you're exceptionally quiet during this match. Do you have anything that you'd like to add?
I was just,
go.
I was just deep in thought. It's a very like poetic. I think you guys should throw it down.
Are we gonna do this?
Yeah, so we can talk. We'll talk your ear off. You can go down to character selection. You got to use the D-pad.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, you guys can kind of explore the roster.
Is everybody open? Is there anybody I can't pick?
No, you can pick anyone you want.
Yeah, this isn't the whole roster, as we said, in this game, but everyone now in this demo is open.
It's good to know.
So the game's going to launch with, over 30 characters, lots of stages, lots of costumes. There we go, martial law, classic. Oh, Lisa, here we go. Some interesting choices.
Is Elisa not on meta right now? What?
No, she's quite good. She's a very interesting character. One thing I love about Tekken, it's one of the only games where a bear can fight a robot girl with pink hair and chainsaw arms. So there's someone out there for everybody.
Yeah. I'm trying to think about other video games. I think that's it. I think that's a solid...
So right here on the versus screen, you can see that's how you activate your rage arts and your rage drive. So once you're in the rage mode, there'll be an audio cue, and also your character will start to glow red.
Yeah.
So you do more damage in that time, as well as have access to those moves. But if you use those moves, you burn your rage. You don't get you can't just keep spamming the rage arts, So this is Akuma's stage called Abandoned Temple. Really awesome stage. And one interesting thing we added as well is if a final round, if you're in a final round, so if someone's up 2-0 or
I know where the taunt is.
2-1, a lot of the stages will actually have dynamic shifts.
Yeah.
The weather will change, the time of day will change.
Oh, someone's pressing start.
Whoa, that was not me that time.
DQ.
That was me? Oh, it was me. I was trying to access rage and I hit options.
Oh, there you go, but you got it off.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just, just throwing you off.
Wow. The whole controller got unplugged trick. The whole my controller got unplugged.
I threw the win. I threw the win. So just because that was my bad.
So one thing we really wanted to change too in this one as well is make the game really more accessible for spectators. You know, as we said, we got esports on the mind as well as the competitive scene. So we added some really great effects. You know, one thing I love about Tekken is you really feel how kinetic the hits are. When you take a hit or when someone goes flying, you're like, wow, that was a big hit. That was a huge kick or a huge punch. And we also had some pretty awesome stuff, like a slow-mo finish. I don't know if
how do I throw my head? No!
Ooh. Oh, well, see, that's when you punish, if you had the chance.
I was trying to figure out how to throw my head.
Oh, yeah, that's a great move.
I don't remember the command, but that's a nice throw break.
Yeah, so the throw break animations in this game are awesome. The team did a lot of great work.
You guys are playing this right now. How do you guys feel? Are you guys getting a little angry right now?
I love this.
I mean, no, I would never get angry after I lost.
In fighting games, friendships are made and destroyed.
Yeah, and controllers are broken.
Oh.
That is what I hope, that friendships will be destroyed with this game.
That's the art of the fight, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some people that just, I really love the game, but I lost all my best friends because of it.
You know what? Who needs friends? You got video games.
Yeah.
That's very true.
There's people on the internet you can play video games against. You don't need real life friends.
No.
You won't leave my side.
You can just go on Twitch.
Oh, there it is again. That was me.
You see this? You see what he's doing?
That was my maneuver. I was just, you know.
The old, my controller's busted.
Yeah. That's what I do when my little brother's about to beat me. It's like, whoops, the power got unplugged.
That's so weird.
And I've never lost my little brother in a fighting game ever. I'm calling you out, Matthew. I've never lost, ever.
Matthew,
Every
on
Thanksgiving, you come and bring it, and I always win, and you know it.
I'll find you, button.
So, you know, you guys are having a blast with the game right now, and all the fans here at PAX East have the opportunity to play Tekken 7 at our booth, the Bandai Namco booth. We're also running daily tournaments here, and you have the ability to play a pro. And one awesome thing is we're doing a Hori Stick giveaway.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so there's a brand new Hori Stick for Tekken 7, which is awesome. The artwork is fantastic. And once a day, we are giving away a Hori Stick.
Yep,
which is
a raffle.
So it's a raffle. So come on by the booth, play in the tournament. If you win the tournament, you're going to win some awesome swag, some awesome apparel, Tekken apparel, as well as some sweet bragging rights. We're going to put you up on the Twitter account, twitter.com/Tekken. So bring your A game.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not heated or anything.
Yeah. You're not heated because you won. Yeah.
Take this away before our friendship ends.
Or just winner's day.
I accidentally clicked the button.
Oops, I don't know the game. Oh.
Man. So, no, I can definitely see how that is going to end a lot of friendships and, you know, relationships.
A rematch.
But you know what? That's the beauty of it. So our tagline for the game is the best fights are personal because, you know, the best fights are personal. It's not against some random stranger in the street. It's about, you know, when you're playing your little brother, when you're playing your best buddy. So, you know, that's what we're really showing in the game and also showcasing the storyline as well because it's a whole Jerry Springer family affair.
Yeah.
So what's more entertaining?
With the devil.
And you always, I mean, this has been my experience with Tekken, maybe not everybody's, but I pick one character, and because there's so much to learn, there's so much depth to each character that you have to study it. I remember printing out, like, all my Tekken moves, putting them next
all
to
the data.
the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Like one of the first Tekkens was like one of the games that my buddy was into, like frame of animation. He's like, this guy's like a 6-punch frame, and this one's like a 7. So if you're gonna be that guy, I'm gonna be this guy. And I'm gonna hit you faster when we push the button at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was the first time I'd ever seen anybody analyze or break down a video game like that, like a fighting game. I'm just like, I'm just gonna kick you.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's gonna happen. He's like, oh no, man, it's all about the frames.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
it's very interesting at the high level play, like what these guys can do and what these guys can read. It's amazing. It's almost like mathematics. We're like, this guy's +3 on frames, so I have to do this. So
yeah, and you know what? It's awesome how international Tekken is as a game. Mark and I were just down in Latin America and Peru. You know, seeing the great talent down there. You know, South Korea, Japan, America, Europe. There's so many great Tekken players all around the world. So it's awesome to see how different guys play, different characters. And you know, as you're talking about it, you know, Tekken's such a complicated game, and it's not a game that's as much about, you know, super moves. It's more about the timing. It's about the combos. So a lot of characters can really be viable, which is a really interesting kind of way to play.
As I get silent again, playing.
Yeah.
I'm just being very strategic right now.
don't be. I mean, you're obviously Jack.
I'm Jack.
Oh, yo, what? Wait, hold on. You made Mark play with Akuma?
Yeah.
How do you feel? How do you feel
You're
about
right, Mark?
You know, I just want to show people how easy it is because I suck with Akuma.
Yeah, no, it seems very easy. I was on the tail end of defeat many times.
So this is a really awesome stage. This is the Duomo de Sirio. It's Claudio's stage. It's got awesome lighting, awesome effects. And one thing, too, is I don't know if we can make it happen, but you can actually knock your opponent off this stage into a second level, which is, nice.
Do it.
If Mark will just go over there.
Let me salsa over here.
I really just want to
push
punch
me.
you.
There you go. Just toss me over here.
He's going to jack you up, bro.
Yeah, there we go. All right. We're getting closer. Throw me over there.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
okay.
there we go.
So are there many of the stages, do you have that dynamic element?
There's a lot. There's actually a lot of ground breaks. There's, there's one level, I think it's the Hidden Temple. You actually break through 3 different floors. So when you actually break through a floor, you actually can extend your combo as well. So
yeah, exactly.
We're gonna have. Now we're just.
Yeah, now we're just
back to fighting.
Now he's just treating you like a scumbag. He's like, I'm just going to keep punching you.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, it didn't break.
Oh.
Wrong angle.
Maybe if Akuma was stronger.
Yeah.
Time up. You don't see that a lot.
No.
So you guys have I mean, forgive me because I have not memorized every Tekken stage, but what's new? What's a throwback? And kind of what did you think of when you were remaking some of the older stages?
I think a lot of the nostalgia. Like I said, like a lot of people have fond memories of playing like Tekken 3, Tekken 4 in the arcades. Even like Tekken 5. So like a stage like the Dragon's Nest. That's a throwback to Tekken 5, and it's like a fan favorite. So we're definitely happy to kind of bring that type of experience back to everyone at home.
On that. So, yeah, and there's new stages. Also, obviously there's so much based on the story mode. There's so many stages based around the Mishima building, the Mishima dojo. Those are all fan favorites. So we're excited to, kind of bring the Mishima kind of world into Unreal 4 and kind of bring it to life in a new way.
It's a family affair,
It's a family affair.
Showcasing some of the best of the Mishima fam.
What was the biggest challenge bringing it over?
You know what? I think it was just kind of, obviously Tekken is a 3D fighting game, so it's uber complicated and like kind of the development side. So, but I think at the same time, it just really makes the game shine. All the lighting effects, like Dalton was talking about earlier. There's a lot of dynamic weather effects too. So even in some of the stages, might start as a sunny day, and that that last final level actually ends up being like raining. So
a lot of that polished marble. Look at that floor.
Yeah, look at that. It's beautiful. I don't know who swept that.
Right before the fight. They're going to sweep the blood up.
See a guy like sweeping up the blood.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like Bloodsport.
Yeah, I did say that the character roster set is not final, but what I do want to say is that there is a season pass.
Got the win.
I'm not even paying attention.